presentation of the NFL.
30 out of the gun. On second and 11 and the 19 of the Steelers. Takes the snap. Sets over the pocket. Throws. Left pile.
Of the NFL.
On second and 11 and the 19 of the Steelers. Takes the snap. Sets over the pocket. Throws. Left pylon. Got Ayuk in a jump ball. Did he come down with it? Yes, he did. It's a touchdown. The second of the game for Brandon Ayuk.
Shotgun snap to Lawrence. Pressure up the middle. Pass to the back of the end zone. Touchdown. Jacksonville.
Holmes under center. 12th play of the drive. Takes the snap. Play action. Sets over the pocket. Backpedaling. Now he tucks it inside the 5. Slithers through and gets into the end zone. Touchdown Mahomes.
Welcome to Everbank Stadium, where the Jacksonville Jaguars host the Kansas City Chiefs. Today's coverage of the NFL is sponsored by Charmin, Indeed.com, Granger, Wendy's, and by NFL.com.
You're home for NFL Sunday all season long in Hayes and Great Bend. It's KXNC, Net City, 104.7 KISS FM.
Now, let's head to Everbank Stadium, where Chris Carino and Brian Baldinger kick off today's coverage of the National Football League on Compass Media Networks.
It's an AFC playoff rematch on a hot, humid day in Jacksonville, Florida, as Trevor Lawrence and the upstart Jaguars look to try and send Patrick Mahomes and the defending Super Bowl champs to 0-2 on the year. A little sun shower is going on right now here at Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville, and we welcome you inside alongside Brian Baldinger. I'm Chris Carino. John Ralston will join us shortly from the Compass Media Network studios in New York City. I think, Brian, when you were out there on the field talking to all the players before the game, some of the coaches coming up to you and getting your insight for this one, I think you would have welcomed a little sun shower at some point.
Well, the good thing about the sun shower is it'll raise the humidity a little bit, because I thought it was a little too dry down there, Chris.
Yes.
I mean, it's a humid conditions. You're looking for, dehydration issues amongst players out here today. It's just that type of thing. But the field's in perfect condition for two teams that are led by blue blood quarterbacks. I mean, guys that really know how to lead and know how to throw it.
Well, only 4 Super Bowl champions have ever started 0-2. The Chiefs are trying to avoid that. They've had over 10 days off. And that's probably the good news is because they've only lost 1 game with Patrick Mahomes, and they've had 10 or more days off, and that was in a Super Bowl a couple years ago.
Well, they lost the opener on a Thursday night to kick the season off to Detroit at home without Travis Kelce, without Chris Jones. It's just impossible to just measure how important those two players are to this team. Travis Kelce is just a game wrecker. Jacksonville's trying to figure out how to defend him, especially when Mahomes holds the ball, and Chris Jones can just wreak havoc from anywhere inside. So they're a much better team than they were 10 days ago because of the addition of those two players.
Well, obviously, Kelce would help them on third down, which they really struggled with in that game against Detroit. And, of course, they didn't get to the quarterback. Jones will help do that. He just signed a big 1-year contract, but he was at the game last Thursday, did not play. On the other side of things, the Jacksonville Jaguars coming off a Week 1 win against the Indianapolis Colts, who put up much more of a fight than I thought people thought. But this is a Jaguar team led by Trevor Lawrence that a lot of people have high hopes for this season.
And they should, in addition, because of the addition of Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley sat out last year due to some, gambling issues. But he's hungry. He's back. He's their number 1 wide receiver. He had a great opening week against Indianapolis. Got a touchdown pass, had 8 receptions, over 100 yards. He's a guy that can take on your best corner, and he can win. And it's already clear that Trevor Lawrence started working out with him in March, and they have a good chemistry. They have good timing. In addition to Evan Ingram and Zay Jones and Travis Etienne, they've got real weapons around Trevor Lawrence.
And how about the matchup on the sidelines? Doug Peterson spent 10 years as either a backup quarterback or an assistant coach or an offensive coordinator under Andy Reid. And, of course, Andy Reid is one of the best in the game.
Well, Andy Reid's first game as a Philadelphia Eagle head coach in 1999. Doug Peterson was the starting quarterback that day. And so they go back to their days in Green Bay when Doug Peterson was, backing up Brett Favre back then. They've had a long, long relationship.
Well, these two teams going at it. The Chiefs 0-1, the Jaguars 1-0. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, John Rothstein will dive deeper into the matchup as we get you set for the Jaguars and the Chiefs in Jacksonville. You're listening to Compass Media Networks. This is the NFL.
Football is back, and NFL Plus has you covered. Get NFL Plus, and you'll never miss a moment of live football action this season. With live local and primetime games on mobile, NFL Network, NFL Red Zone, live game audio, and more, all in one place. That's right. This season, get NFL Red Zone and NFL Plus Premium so you never miss a touchdown. That's every touchdown from every game, every Sunday during the regular season, across devices. Sign up today at plus.nfl.com. Terms and conditions apply.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted car. Call 1-800-775-5622. You'll receive the maximum tax deduction, and we provide fast, free pickup. Call 1-800-775-5622. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Call 1-800-775-5622. This advertisement was paid for by Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Wake up not knowing what you want? Now you can have a little of everything. With Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles, you can mix and match your very own perfect pairing of our delicious morning favorites. Choose from the sausage biscuit, egg or cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, or medium hot coffee. The choice is all yours, not somebody else's. Get breakfast just the way you want it with Wendy's breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles today. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's. Limited time only during breakfast hours. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Have you seen the cost of eggs lately? With these prices, we'd barely be scraping by if it weren't for Dave. It's the banking app that advances us up to $500 instantly. There's no interest, late fees, or credit checks. No joke. You can get extra cash for anything your family needs. Download the Dave app now or go to dave.com. For terms and conditions, go to dave.com/legal. Instant transfer fees apply. Banking services provided by Evolve. Member FDIC.
This is the NFL on Compass Media Networks.
All right, everybody ready?
Now, to dive deeper into today's matchup, here's your host, John Rothstein, live in New York City.
John Rothstein here inside the Compass Media Network New York studios, getting you set for a Week 2 battle in Jacksonville between the 1-0 Jaguars and the 0-1 Kansas City Chiefs. And oftentimes in sports, you ask yourself the question at the start of a season, would you believe it if, and would I believe it if Kansas City was going to lose at home against the Detroit Lions after winning a Super Bowl, having obviously the pageantry that's associated with Thursday Night Football during Week 1? I definitely would not, but the one positive thing right now about the Kansas City Chiefs as they get ready to entertain Jacksonville today on the road and try to even up that record at 1-1 and get to 500, the Chiefs should be a much whole football team that versus what they did on Thursday night against the Detroit Lions. And that's why defensive tackle Chris Jones is expected to play for the first time this season after he ended his holdout earlier this week. Now, it should be noted that even though Jones matched a career high with 15.5 sacks last season, how effective can somebody be after you miss an offseason and a training camp? But Chris Jones expected to play the talented defensive tackle after holding out for Kansas City. But the reinforcements do not stop with Chris Jones for the defending Super Bowl champions. Chief star tight end Travis Kelce missed the opener after hyperextending his knee in practice 2 days ago before kickoff, but he's expected to play in Jacksonville. Jaguars also, as we get to injuries, could be down 2 offensive linemen in this game. That's something to monitor. Now, one thing you never want to do in the National Football League is get off to an 0-2 start. And the last time a defending Super Bowl champion got off to an 0-2 start, it was John Elway's Denver Broncos after Elway opted to retire and move on from football. So the year after the Broncos, with Elway and Terrell Davis won back-to-back Super Bowls, that was the last time a Super Bowl champion lost the first 2 games to start the season. Obviously, things begin and end with Patrick Mahomes. For Kansas City, he should be a lot more effective with Travis Kelce back, but there is a star on the other side of the field that we need to watch, and that's Jaguars wide receiver Calvin Ridley. Caught 8 passes for 101 yards and a touchdown in his debut for the Jaguars last week against the Colts. And a lot of people around this franchise think that Calvin Ridley has the chops to be the best wide receiver that the Jaguars franchise has had since 5-time Pro Bowler Jimmy Smith retired in 2006. Trevor Lawrence obviously going to be at the epicenter of that offense as well. He had 2 touchdowns and an interception last week as the Jaguars beat the Colts, trying to go now to 2-0 to start the season. When we return, we will hear from Jaguars linebacker Foye Oluokun. I'm John Rothstein, the Compass Media Network New York Studios. You're listening to the NFL on Compass Media Networks.
Get ahead of the fall rush with Worth Heating, Plumbing, and Air Conditioning of Hayes. Don't wait until the chill sets in. Our skilled technicians are standing by to make sure your home is ready for the changing season. Schedule your plumbing and heating system checkup now and experience worry-free comfort all season long. Worth Heating, Plumbing, and Air Conditioning of Hayes.
Don't wait, because you're worth it.
Midwest Energy begins charging demand rates for residential customers on January 1st, 2024. In August, Midwest is sending all residential customers a mailer explaining demand rates. Participate in the Summer Demand Challenge, and you'll learn how appliance use impacts demand and be entered to win one of $50 Visa gift cards. Learn more about demand rates at MWEnergy.com under the Residential tab. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative, making energy work for you.
The Taco Shop in Hayes has been serving the area since 1970. September specials include Chicken Soft Taco, $2.09, Veggie Burrito, $3.89, and Beef Quesadilla, $4.29. Call for non-contact delivery or download the app today.
Come on down to the Taco Shop. You never had it. You never had it so good. Taco Shop.
Simpson Farm Enterprises carries the Apache line of sprayers, and there's a reason. In fact, there's several reasons. Apache sprayers come in 5 different models to fit every size of operation. They feature premium technology and the exclusive power-to-the-ground mechanical-driven traction. Most of all, the 5-year warranty offered by Apache is unmatched. That's why they have the highest retained value in the industry. See Simpson Farm Enterprises today at any of their 5 locations and spray with the best you can buy.
Telephone, wireless, internet, and TV. Connected all together with GBT. When your home or business needs security, connected all together with GBT. Nextech Wireless has a plan to serve your needs. See how easy switching over now can be. We're the gateway to broadband and technology. Connected all together with GBT.
Take your passion for dance to the next level with the new dance instruction program at Barton Community College. Whether you're a seasoned dancer or just starting out, Barton's experienced faculty will prepare you for a rewarding career. Gain skills in studio management, marketing, and finance, along with dance techniques and fundamentals. Now enrolling for the fall semester. Learn more at teachdance.bartonccc.edu.
Rothstein here on the Compass Media Network New York Studios, getting you set for an AFC battle in Jacksonville between the Jaguars and the Chiefs. Joined now by Jacksonville linebacker Foye Oluokun. And Foye, the team is 1-0 after opening week. What are the spirits like for the Jaguars?
It's good to kick the season off on the right note. Morale is high, obviously. Came away with the win in the game, kind of fought all the way through the game. So it's, kind of telling on what kind of team we are. No matter what's happening in the game, just trying to pull through in that fourth quarter, despite all the way through the end. But it's just such a good tone for the start of the season. We want to continue building on it.
You come over from Atlanta last year. The team gets to the playoffs. Talk to us about the Jaguars franchise and what you are building right now in the present state.